We were talking about representation on TV, and ABC just announced today that they cast their first ever Black lead for The Bachelor. Okay, a little backstory. I know, right? Before I get your reaction, I want to give them a little Let's educate the children. A little backstory on Matt James. He was originally cast as a contestant for The Bachelorette with Claire's season of The Bachelorette, which production was halted because of the coronavirus. People knew him because he's roommates with a former Bachelorette contestant, Tyler C. And now ABC has decided, hey, you know what? You're going to lead the charge right now on the show. Do you think this move by the network and by the Bachelor franchise is too little too late?
I think that The Bachelor and ABC could have done this sooner. Unfortunately, it appears as though we are taking note, and we are very aware of who is speaking out on which issues and when and how they enter the conversation. And everyone is welcome to this conversation. But if your entry to this conversation is on the back of a sponsorship or a hashtag, you're seated in a certain section and we know where you are. And so you're in the section that will have to continue to show your dedication to diversity and inclusion. And so I welcome The Bachelor and The Bachelorette and ABC to the conversation. Not ABC, but The Bachelor to the conversation. And we are watching, and we are waiting to hear what you see and do next.
Right. I got to say, I do feel like it's about damn time. I mean, there's been 40 plus seasons of The Bachelor, and they've literally only had one Black lead in the franchise's history. So I'm excited to see what they do with that.
I think statistically, the fact that they haven't had a Black lead in The Bachelor in the 40 plus seasons, statistically, like if you just break down the amount of Black humans and white humans in the world, statistically, that they would have faced this issue before 2020.
For sure. And, I'm going to tell them better late than never. But, yeah, well, hopefully it's just
okay.
And I hope we see some Asian leads and some other diverse, bachelors up in the show. I think it's
honestly, on the Bachelor thing, I think one of the pieces that'll be really powerful is not that they do it, but how they do it. And we know that there are certainly going to be some pushback. And I hope that they don't skirt that, and I hope that they confront it. I was watching there's another news contributor, an opinion contributor on a certain Fox channel, who was speaking out against Black Lives Matter recently. And, there was an outcry to have the advertisers removed. And T-Mobile, I believe, did announced that they removed themselves as advertisers. And then they said they'd done it months ago, and they said, we will gladly do it. And so it's more than just to say, like, we're not going to have ties with this show anymore. When someone actually says, you know what, Black Lives Matter. Yeah. To The Bachelor, we are happy that you have allowed one of us in, but we want you to acknowledge the fact that you have kept us out. And that is how you can have the conversation. You can start the conversation.
You better preach. I love you.
I guess I'll never be on The Bachelor.